my sister was in town and she made us watch the entire Twilight Saga. So,
Ouch. Wow. Okay.
I made you, Shad. Made you. Why would you classify it like that? You know for a fact that you suggested it first.
No. I suggested we watch the first one because the first one's funny. And then I had to sit through all of them.
Are the other ones not funny?
No, they just become bad. So the first one is hilarious because it's so bad. It's it's funny. Second one is worse. The third one is unwatchable. Just no plot. It's just a series of scenes.
The third one was my favorite.
Oh really? Yeah. What's your favorite scene?
From a Kino Cinema standpoint, or just from a bad it's good?
No. What's your favorite scene in the third Twilight movie?
The one where the werewolf's fighting the vampire.
Okay. Yeah.
And
they say like iconic stuff like "I'm gonna bite ya."
No, that never happened. I think you're just throwing a trap down for me.
Yeah, Shad's tried to catch you in a lie here.
Yeah, I kind of am.
The werewolf and the vampire are fighting. Classic fight scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which definitely happens in the third Twilight movie called
Northern Lights. Oh wait.
Well, he got it right, dude.
Yeah,
100% Northern Lights. Yeah.
Twilight.
See, we
Saga,
can gaslight
Northern
you too, man.
Yeah, that's true. You're not the only one who can make a whole cloth.
Hey, at least I didn't watch it. You did.
Yeah, true. Yeah, who's the real Joker in this instance?
Yeah, I really am the loser in any scenario.
I will say, having watched the first film for the first time over this weekend, because I was there for at least step
you watched
one.
It too?
Just
step one. Yeah, we left after the first one because we had sanity and also we're tired. Those are the two core reasons why we left. But
they call it step 1, 2, and 3. Not like
it's not the first movie, second movie, or third movie. It's
part 1, part 2, part 3. It's step 1, step 2.
Yeah, it's trying to. There's actually 12. There's 12 of them. It's supposed to be just like the 12-step program.
Yeah. Because a lot of the themes are about addiction. Yeah. So it's like addiction to blood is like a very core theme.
Aren't there only 3 books though?
Well,
you got them
there's
right there.
4 books in 12 steps.
I
know, right here on my shelf. Yeah. That's conveniently off camera.
You also got Dune.
I do have Dune. Actually,
and the Karma Sutra, that's a big addition too.
Yeah, that's a big one. A couple Playboys.
Only a couple though.
Yeah, but for the articles, it's all the one that Hunter S. Thompson wrote for. I got all those Playboys.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Cool. Everything else is blacked out marker. Every other page is a full blackout marker.
The most chaste edition of Playboy ever. Ever released.
It just made me remember how bad that period of movies were, where everything was shot like it was a television show. It was Garbo. It was real bad.
The movie?
Yeah, just want to throw that out there. I know that's like a hot take and everybody disagrees with it. Everybody thinks, peak cinema, Twilight.
Yeah, DJ's really
Are we still talking about Twilight?
I got lost.
I don't know. I was wondering what I was supposed to, that's sort of what happened to me this week, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what else. Unless you guys want to talk about Dungeon Synth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dungeon Synth.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys described that song as?
So Shad's into his own production rabbit hole right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to become a Dungeon Synth artist.
He's manifesting it right now.
I'm manifesting it right now by saying it out loud so that someday somebody will watch this and say, and that's where the dream began.
Wow.
Yeah.
When they put the documentary out, Life of Shad.
Famous.
Yeah, they'll play
because there's such thing as a famous Dungeon Synth producer.
I mean, there could be a first.
That's true. Yeah, that could be the guy who brings the genre mainstream. Get some rap verses on it. Maybe you have something featuring Drake. I don't know.
Dude, remember when we gave Shad the idea for Dungeon Synth?
I know. I remember that. That was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. So it was great. We were having coffee, which is something we do every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
DJ brought some coffee cake. He made himself. Does a really good job with the crumble.
People don't talk about this.
Yes, there was no coffee in it. Well, I don't think there is coffee in coffee cake, actually.
It's like cake that you have with coffee. So you were just, reiterating.
I followed the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he looked it up on southernliving.com.
People don't know this about DJ. Incredible baker.
Yeah.
Right? And it really comes down to the fact, back when he had fewer senses, right? His sense of taste was so high that he really knew how to make a good crumble.
If you put anything in his mouth, he'd tell you how much baking soda was in it.
It's crazy.
And beef tallow.
Yeah. Luke is like, this is all BS.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, you guys were at coffee though.
Yeah, we were at coffee.
At your weekly coffee.
And DJ said, hey man, I know how much you like dungeons. I know how much of a wizard you are with synthesizers. And he said, I feel like you could make something happen with this. And I was like, whoa, that whole dungeon thing is supposed to be private. I shared with you in confidence, but he said it's important for me to make my dreams come true. So,
Wow.
not to put words in your mouth,
Oh,
DJ.
no, that's literally what I said.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Through a mouthful of crumbly coffee cake.
without coffee.
Yeah. And they got crumbs in my coffee, and they were like, aha, crumb coffee. And then that's where the famous crumb coffee joke came from.
We bring this up at parties all the time.
Lucas like, it's not nearly as funny when you guys do it.
Brick, dude.
All right. Real quick. Surgery story. Real or fake?
The surgery story you guys told on the podcast last time.
Oh, no, that's 100%
That is
real.
100% real.
100% real.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I got the scar right here.
Oh, you can see it on camera now?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You know what really happened?
nasty.
He got chased by a chihuahua down the street and tripped over the sidewalk into a piece of
Yeah,
steel.
I don't know if I'm really convinced by that scar. It looks too fresh.
No, it doesn't.
Too fresh because I bang it up and there's no skin there, no epidermis.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, dude.
Medical term.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
here.
you didn't go to medical school for nothing. Luke.
That's true.
Blocking it. Yeah, there's no epidermis there, so I bump it all the time
Yeah.
and it just starts bleeding.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be really a bummer when you're playing soccer or something.
That's what shin guards are for. But I can't play soccer anymore. My feet hurt too much.
Weren't you a soccer player for a long time?
Yeah. Big soccer player. I played intramural at the college with the grad students 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Had the worst bunion toe or something. I couldn't walk.
Bunion toe, is that what it's called?
Yeah, bunion toe.
Okay.
Named
I mean,
after Paul Bunyan or John Bunyan.
He just dropped a medical term earlier. You don't want to question him on that after
That's true.
that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he's just said the word epidermis, dude.
I mean, did you guys ever do sports growing up?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I did.
I did as well.
Not effectively, but I did do them.
Which
I get
one?
you're trying to make fun of me. You're trying to embarrass me on my own
So
podcast.
you tried out for the basketball team in middle school.
No, I did not play
T-ball.
sports in middle school. No.
T-ball?
Well, I played T-ball. Yeah.
Oh.
I played football in
Whoa.
6th grade, flag football.
Oh, nice.
I did play basketball in like 4th grade.
It's true. He did. Yep. I can
These
say
are all
that.
these are all
Wait,
true.
Those
facts.
are all sports I never played. I did t-ball when I was a wee babe, and I did cross country.
Yeah.
I won't go over the story.
But guess what, Luke?
With that, because we've
Guess
already
what?
done
I'm an All-American. All right. Can you say the same? Are you an All-American?
Yeah, I love America. America is one of my favorite countries in the world.
Yeah, but America hates soccer.
That's
And
true.
True. Well, they hate football. They love soccer. Well, they hate football said like foot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of United States problems right now.
Wow. Well, and as you're saying this
Hopefully
as
Trump-
an All-American
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
Hopefully Trump fixes it.
You got to get Trump back in
Yeah.
so we can get soccer out of here. Or no.
Make
it
soccer
back-
football again.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
soccer
And Greece-
very cool.
Because everybody knows he is a freaking baller on the field, dude. That guy.
I think
he
actually,
could juggle like
I think
crazy.
Barron does
Oh,
play
I think
soccer.
you're right. Yeah, I think he does.
Who does?
Barron.
With how,
Son.
with how
Oh, yeah. I mean,
freakishly
he's like
He's like
6'8".
yeah,
like
with how
7'2", yeah.
freakishly tall he is, you think he'd play basketball or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, out here playing soccer.
Yeah, no. He looks like a soccer kid. I don't know if you've ever
It's
seen a
true.
picture of
The new Barron Trump.
the heir to the throne.
Right.
Yeah,
Barron
Ember.
Trump.
Very Caesar looking.
I know he looks like he honestly. I mean, if he stood up at the U.S. Capitol and said, "All right, guys, it's me in charge," I'd be like, "Well, let's see what he's up to."
Okay, all right. Well,
We'll try it out for a bit.
Yeah.
goodness.
Unless I'm being put against a wall, I'm okay with whatever this is.
all right. How about this? Which fast food mascot would you like to be dictator of America if you had to choose right now?
To be
The one from
president,
Taco Bell.
No, not president.
Oh.
dictator. But there isn't.
like-
You're talking about the Taco Bell Chihuahua from like the 90s.
No, the guy who dresses up as a taco.
Mm,
Oh,
it's a new commercial style.
is
Yeah.
that new? I don't. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, not.
Is he like live Moss?
It jumps through a window.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe. yeah.
You're like I'm workshopping this as much as you are right
Yeah.
now.
I'm gonna say only one who's a real person. Say Wendy from Wendy's, the daughter
Yeah.
of the Wendy's fortune. Right. She's got business in her blood. Right. She can make something happen. So that's my.
What do you got,
And
DJ?
plus, it's about time we had a woman in the White House.
There we
Okay.
go.
I was gonna
Do
say,
I have to say it?
We got Kamala. Kamala's
True.
there.
Yeah, she's
Kamala.
in the White House. Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say Ronald McDonald
Yeah.
because he's already
Also a
running
human.
like the biggest fast food franchise. He
Yeah.
could probably run
Well,
America.
but I mean, is he
Yeah.
running anything, or is he just
A
sort
figurehead?
of a figurehead?
Well, maybe we need a figurehead.
Oh, what
I
about
think we do.
the Burger King? He's already a king.
a freakishly large head?
Doesn't he just like smile too much and laugh? I can't
That's
think
what
of he
Ronald
looks like.
McDonald does.
And also,
Yeah.
it's what Ronald Reagan did. So I mean,
No, my vote is 100% Jack of Jack in the Box
Mm.
because Jack is soft spoken and strong.
He is.
that is not true.
Yeah.
That,
Isn't
man
he a
is,
good
that man
dad?
is a
Yeah.
psychotic terrorist, dude. He does crazy ass stuff.
Like what?
Yeah, he'll
Like
like
put American cheese on tacos? I mean, that's
that
not
is
that
pretty
crazy.
rough. That I will say.
Have you guys ever had a Jack in the Box taco?
What?
I promise, Luke, this is real.
Yeah.
No, Jack in the Box taco. There's some people who love these things, but it's literally just a smashed burger covered in a slice of American cheese that you would put on a burger, put into a hard taco shell, and then thrown into a fryer. And then that's a Jack in the Box taco.
Where do you get those?
At Jack in the Box?
I
And
I've
participated.
never heard of that.
You've never heard of Jack in the Box?
No, is that like a West Coast thing?
It's actually predominantly West Coast.
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
There's
Because
not.
I have not seen any out here.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
get them often around here. Every once in a while.
Yo, do you
Yeah.
guys have Carl's Jr. Or do
Or-
you guys have what's
We
the
had
other one?
Carl's Jr. We did not have Hardee's.
Hardee's. That's what.
Hardee's,
Yeah, it's not even
yeah.
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 Yeah, which the only thing you ever. I don't know of a single person who's been to a Carl's Jr. / Hardee's. Have you guys ever even been on
we've-
there?
Oh
No.
I know you.
We went
We've
to
been
one?
to Carl's Jr.
Oh, dude, when I was
Dude,
little,
frickin' don't try to open up my mind to past traumas, dude. I'm trying to repress that.
Go ahead, DJ.
the
What
little
was it?
star chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love those.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. There's people
McDonald's
who
used to do that.
went to Carl's Jr.
It's true. It's like the same demographic that goes to Arby's. It's a circle, right? That Venn diagram.
I kind of like Arby's. Well, that's because you're obsessed with meat.
Yeah.
And
You're
they've, damn it, they've got the meats.
Yeah.
They got 'em, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
How's that going, by the way? Are you how strict are you about your meat diet?
I kind of change it up, but definitely a lot of beef tallow on whatever I'm making.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how they used to make McDonald's fries.
Yeah.
We were
Ooh.
just talking about that.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about that the other night.
Now it's seed oils.
Mm.
So do
Yeah.
you like make a bowl of cereal and melt some beef tallow over your Rice Krispies or?
I've never tried that.
Beef tallow Rice Krispie treats sound awesome.
Ooh, that actually would be
Whoa.
freaking good, dude. Nice like savory Rice.
Luke, are you
Krispie
not as
treat.
much of a fan of beef tallow?
No, I like beef tallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think
that-
it's good, but just like Rice Krispie beef tallow.
But you'll eat bread.
Yeah, I eat bread. I just had bread
I
in
just had
front
some
of
bread
you.
just-
too.
he just ate a piece of bread.
Deej, you eat bread too now.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
occasionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've fallen back on our like
Agrarian ways.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. The Paleolithic self is really upset right now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Would
Yeah.
you say that you were over under? You would survive in the Paleolithic era?
Yeah. Is that a question?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's
I
my
mean,
question.
Do I have guns?
No. You are yourself. You teleport there with nothing but a loincloth made of mammoth skin.
Ooh.
And
that's
your
warm.
wits.
Yeah.
Right. That's
It's
where you
warm
are.
in one region.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know which continent am I in?
You're in North America.
Well, then there's
Okay.
giant sloths and it's over for you.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, North America was like 2 miles deep in ice,
Mm.
so probably not.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
feet would be cold.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the strong survived. So that's all I'm saying. Are you a part of those strong men and women and children and they thems? Are you a part of that group?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty confident about that. I would die within minutes, I think. Yeah.
You'd be like, my tummy hurts.
Ooh, and I'd roll over, and then a mammoth would step on my head on accident. I wouldn't.
I
even
don't
be
have an
asking for it.
appendix, so I couldn't process the gristle. That's why we have them, right?
Yeah.
It's so that we back when we would just eat mammals,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bones
Meat.
and fur and all that. And that's it, your appendix was to filter out all that. Was the bones and the
Wow.
fur. So
Really?
yeah, I'd try to eat a whole field mouse or something and I don't know, choke on it.
You
and
would just
die.
like popcorn strip. You just pick it up and just throw it in there. And try your
I'd be like,
best.
ew, my tummy hurts.
Ooh, rolls over, gets head stepped on by a mammoth. Ah,
This one mammoth has got a pretty good kill count.
it's true. He's up to
Yeah,
2.
right.
Let's try to
Yeah.
get these guys in there.
Well, DJ, now that you can hear, you're the apex predator.
Yeah.
Because nothing else can hear.
I, I feel like with my mammoth loincloth, I could maybe try to seduce another mammoth.
Yeah.
Another mammoth.
Not the one that's stepping on all
Okay.
of our
Not the violent one.
Not the violent one.
Yeah, you're looking one
Yeah.
for that's very desperate.
yeah. Well, I mean, the violent one probably has high T.
That's
so-
true. Maybe he's sexually frustrated. That's
Yeah,
why he's
yeah.
stomping on all of us.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
you're like,
exactly. Ooh, hello. There you go.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then what's the plan after you do
Actually,
that?
what's your favorite? What's your mammoth mating call impression? Like, what kind of noises are you making?
Oh boy. Well, am I trying to attract a male mammoth or a female mammoth?
That's a good
well,
question.
whatever. You had a plan.
Yeah.
So which one better fits into
I
this
was
plan?
just picturing myself riding a mammoth
oh,
until I
well,
starve.
Whoa, dude, oh, that's a little
okay.
spicy for the
until I
podcast.
starve, just go out that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
You want a male mammoth then?
They can live longer.
Yeah, higher
Yeah,
vitality.
but that's
That's a
the
tougher.
process of like attracting that male mammoth might bring other,
male
male
mammoths.
mammoths.
True.
Mammoths.
Mammoths. yeah.
True.
and then they're
Yeah.
all fighting over me.
Oh, and then you're like, boys,
Please.
there's enough to go around.
Shaking my little loincloth.
Yeah. shake, senora. Shake it all the time.
Yeah, that's a DreamWorks movie waiting to happen, dude. I can just
Exactly.
imagine that scene. dude.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect. Well, so you attract a mate.
Mhm.
You are riding on top of the mate, driving around like a freaking G, dude. Just drifting
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
snow drifts on your mammoth ride, dude. Hell yeah. What's the next step?
Probably go after other mammoths.
Yeah.
Use my rideable mammoth to kind of spear other ones.
And then
Show the mammoths how to make fire.
Whoa.
oh,
and then-
start a mammoth civilization.
Yeah.
Wow.
With you as their king?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. There you go.
Until they realize I'm not a mammoth.
their brains.
This took
eventually
a
go-
weirdly long amount of time.
I could have swore he was a mammoth.
Yeah, we just thought he was disabled. You don't have to put your whole face in the water to drink, little one. You're like, no. I must.
Oh goodness! Learn their ways, learn their
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Like the Muad'Dib, dude, and get in
Yeah, the
there and
Muad'Dib.
become their great prophet, and the
I-
universe will burn. Yeah,
Did you just watch that movie?
yeah,
I love
great movie.
that movie.
yeah.
Dune 2?
Have you guys
I've
seen?
started to read the book
Yeah.
now.
Have you
after
guys seen the
watching it.
first one before you watch the second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Maybe this just needs to become Dune 2 podcast
Yeah,
because
because-
I freaking loved
dude,
Dune
I
2.
could-
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. So let's get it rolling.
Well,
dude.
first of all, when I watched the first one, when
Mhm.
it came out
Yeah.
2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever,
Yeah,
two
I was
years
like,
ago,
hey, this is fine. Like, it's cool
Mhm.
visuals and soundtrack and whatever.
And you hadn't read the books or knew anything about the series,
all I
yeah.
knew is that George Lucas was inspired by Dune. In
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
way.
Mhm.
But I wasn't like that impressed. It was fun. It was interesting. But oh man, when I saw Dune 2 though, it like pulled me in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then immediately I was like, I need to read the books.
Yeah. Well, trust me, the experience of reading the books is very different
Oh.
from the experience of watching
Really?
the movies.
Not
but-
nearly as fun.
Yeah, but so Frank Herbert, like, there's the way that the movies are shot adds a lot of ambiguity to things.
Mhm.
It's not as ambiguous in the books. It's a lot more of him being like, and this is what this character thought then for pages.
Mhm. Yeah.
There's this famous thing about, I think it's the second or third book, where two people have a conversation where they say no words, where they just like look at each other and they like think what the other person's gonna say for like 4 pages, and they're like, "All right, good talk." It's very much that, but still very, very good.
Mhm.
No, I really liked the movie. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
that time on Getty Prime, the Harkonnen homeworld.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
I was sick how they did that. Kind of
Yeah.
like invert the black and white or whatever they did. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the use of the fireworks were really cool. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
such a weird
Yeah.
small
They
choice.
They look like membranes. in the
Yeah.
sky.
It was very cellular, right? Like
Yeah.
you'd imagine like ink blots, the kind of a thing popping
Yeah.
in the air.
That's really cool.
And it's like a small little choice, but it's enough that it like changes the entire aesthetic in 1 second, right? And
Yeah.
you just don't
Yeah.
you don't get that kind of thing.
Those weird homunculi in the arena.
Yeah,
Like,
running around with their little claws.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were inhuman enough. That's my criticism of those
They
guys.
should have looked more like spiders.
Yeah, they needed to like have 4 legs or something to like really make them freaky ass. Because I was really expecting them to go a little bit more, because in the first film they've got that weird like human centipede creature that like eats out of a bowl next to the Harkonnen,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
when
yeah, that's right, that's
that's
right.
like a gimp
You
thing.
checking your show notes? What do you got?
No, it was a shopping list.
Were you like, I thought Dune? I hope you enjoyed hearing this as much as I enjoyed writing it.
Oh, dude.
Hey, real quick. Hey, can I have a nickname?
Dude.
Yeah, these things are awesome.
Pros in podcast here, guys.
Actually, no, these are knickknacks.
Nickname.
Honestly, I feel like they're a small enough company we could get them as a sponsor.
Oh,
I would
probably
sponsor
could,
knickknacks
bro.
in
Yeah.
a million years.
I mean, they're sponsoring us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with their Nick.
You're feeling fortified, is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I'm trying to get Broad Street to start selling knickknacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How's that? You just gave
I mean,
the
there's
audience another clue as to our relative location.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Broad Street.
No, nobody is scouring. Everybody who listens to this show and watches it knows where I live.
I mean, I told the guy to start selling Zin.
Yeah.
Like a year ago.
Ben, like a year ago, and then he started selling Zin.
I'm sure you were the 25th person to tell
no,
him that.
because I told him and then a week later he's like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And
Yeah.
he had Zin, and then I switched his knickknacks.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
Before that.
Yeah.
So
He's like, at least I've got one guy who will buy Zin off me.
Oh goodness, that's like
Don't even show up.
Josh isn't
Yeah.
here to tell the story, but he went to the old cigar place that was here before Wild Bill's moved in, and he was like, "Oh, I really like these kinds of cigars. You guys should get those." And they're like, "Yeah, of course." And then like the next time he came in, there were like 2 boxes of those cigars, and he only bought like 2 more, and like they never moved. Right? It's like, oh
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
that episode of Seinfeld where he tells the guy to change his restaurant into a ethnic cuisine place and destroys his life. Same kind of things. Why do you think that cigar place closed down? It was because of Joshua Liebhauser. And
Yeah.
I'm confident to say that,
It
right?
was not
here.
big business. It was Joshua Liebhauser's
Exactly.
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what Josh gets for not showing up to the podcast for the 3rd time in a row.
Really?
We accuse him of destroying a local business.
Yeah.
well, actually, they did really well, and they just retired.
Really?
Well, unless we're talking about a different place.
Yeah, there's another cigar shop.
You talking about JR's?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one.
JR's.
Yeah, they were just retired.
Yeah.
The one near the movie theater.
Yeah.
Where once one could watch such cinema masterpieces as Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, what's this new movie? It's called like G4. I don't know what it's called. It's like Godzilla and King Kong. Oh, GK.
GK.
I saw like a poster of it.
Godzilla versus Kong Extinction or something.
But they're like on the same team. And
Yeah,
King
dude.
Kong's got like an iron fist.
I know it's
Yeah.
it's
Like, what is
important for
this?
them to be on the same team.
Yeah, it is.
Because can you root against one of them, man?
Right.
What if you had to sit in the audience and think, man, I really hate King Kong. You can't do that, and you
Right.
can't say you hate Godzilla because
Yeah.
Godzilla's everybody's favorite
Yeah,
monster.
but
And then
what
who-
are they fighting against?
I think that
Probably
Kong-
like
global warming?
Probably
probably global warming. I imagine that,
patriarchy. Probably
patriarchy,
Yeah.
from what I've seen,
Misogyny.
Oh.
Kong is not the only of his race anymore, and now there's an entire army of big monkeys,
Oh,
but
wow.
they're evil.
This
Yeah.
is just Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it says Planet of the Apes, but,
But-
they're big.
But they're big though, Luke.
It's big Planet of the
and they don't
Apes.
like talk with sign language. I
Yeah,
don't think.
and they don't go no.
Hell yeah.
They just go ooh ooh ah ah.
ooh
Yeah.
and break stuff.
I will say I love the Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh, those were fantastic.
I thought you were just gonna say I love the Planet of the Apes, dude. Just the planet itself. I love it.
I mean,
dude.
it's Earth, so yeah, I guess
I love it,
Yeah.
dude.
Have you guys seen the new Godzilla? What is it? Godzilla
-1?
-1, yeah.
No, I have not. I won
Oh,
a
it's
won an Oscar.
fantastic.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
It's like a meditation on war and all this
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's about it's like a kamikaze pilot who didn't kill
Yeah.
himself and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Amazing movie.
yeah, I heard
I
it was
teared
really
up.
awesome. Whoa.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's how
you
good it
teared
was.
up the subtitles, bro.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Did you
was
guys
reading.
Did you guys
Wow.
tear up to Dune Part 2?
Nah, I don't know if there was
No,
really
I was
a
like
crying.
fired up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yes,
You're like
hell
go
yeah,
from
dude.
world to world, burn billions.
Shai Halud.
Yeah, they totally changed Shawnee's character,
Yeah.
Who's
that's,
Shawnee?
that's what I heard.
Zendaya's character,
Zendaya?
the love interest.
Oh, the girl.
Danny
Yeah.
told me that when Paul tells the Empress
Spoilers, by
princess,
the way.
Oh yeah.
For those that care. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like,
Spoiler alert.
I'll marry you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like in the book, Chani or whatever her name is was like, okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, because
Basically,
the last line of the book, I think we have a copy somewhere.
Yeah, it's right
yeah, it's
there.
in the bottom left.
Well, that's
Oh. Yeah, the last
It's
line of the book is
one of
I
the last
believe
lines. One of. I don't know.
history
About
shall remember us as wives. Let me see if I can remember that.
you. Yeah, it's the powers of being a concubine is the idea. But in the book, they already have a son. at that point.
No, the son died.
Whoa, wait, the son dies?
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
So in the book, there's a time skip.
Mm.
No, excuse me. In the movie, there's a time skip.
Right.
Or
That's
excuse
what
me,
I've
in the book,
heard.
there's a time skip between part 2 and 3, where they have a kid and all this stuff. And they skipped all that, so they don't have the son. And the thing is that, like in the book, the reason why they decide to ultimately throw the coup and everything is because they kill. Yeah, here it is. While we, Shawnee, and this is Jessica talking, we who carry the name of concubine, history will call us wives. So it's supposed to basically be like, it's just a marriage of politics. And Shawnee is just like totally cool with everything and is on Paul's side.
I thought it was Johnny. Are you sure it's not Johnny?
It's not Johnny.
Sounds
How
like
would
he
you
says
spell that?
Johnny?
How would you spell that?
Gianny.
Okay.
I think that's Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's saying Johnny the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm like, who's Johnny?
Chani. Shawnee.
Shani.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, if they had subtitles, it would made it.
They
way
did have
easier.
subtitles.
Yeah, if they had
Whenever they speak
subtitles, I
about
would have cried. And not because the content was sad, but because my eyes hurt from looking so close at those little white words at the bottom of the screen.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this. Apparently, everybody's online has been complaining about how loud the movie was. I did not feel that at all.
I didn't
I
feel
didn't
that.
either.
No. Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
the
it's-
speakers are broken at the Hillsdale.
True. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, what I think it probably is that whatever theater people are going to, the bass is like horribly balanced, and it's probably just way too strong. And it's certain
A
people's
vast
ears.
majority of theaters in America are not color corrected, like the screens, and like. What?
Oh, and it's just-
You're like, how the hell did you notice this? No, actually, funny thing is, the only time I've ever complained in a movie theater was after I saw Dune for the second time, the first Dune, because the screen was calibrated so dark, I could not see the worm.
Mm.
You know the scene where
Yeah.
where Jessica and Paul see the worm, and
And
it's at night,
And it
They're
like
running
looks
away
at him.
from it.
yeah, and it looks at him. Like it was literally just a black screen. And I was like, I can't see the damn worm in
Dang.
Dune.
That sucks.
And there's the scene, where Duke Leto kills all the people with the poison, and Harkonnen has to go all the way to the roof. Like they walk in, they see the naked dead Atreides, and the cameras pans up and it's just darkness. And I'm like, so you don't have no idea. I was like, oh no, he's up there, he's alive.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
nope,
alive.
Just
yeah.
just chilling.
just
dude.
chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looking freaking sexy as hell.
my Dune.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is Monomaniacs. I'm Shadrach,
I'm Dylan.
and this is Luke and DJ.
Yeah, welcome.
Mhm.
I've lost Mary.
Yeah, I think we're probably like 40 minutes into the show at this
Yeah,
point.
probably
but
30,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's important for you guys to know. Thank you so much to our Patreon subscribers, Luke being one of them, who make this show possible. We're going to be sending out your shirts this week. So
They're all here. They're in
You
a
should-
box right over there.
they're in a box right over there. You should be receiving them soon.
Have you shown
Um,
these people the shirts?
Yes, we
Yes.
have shown them on multiple occasions.
Mhm.
Although, Luke, if you want to lift one up real quick,
Yeah.
is it within grabbing distance?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, I can get up.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it's
okay.
feet.
They've already seen them. So yeah, we'll be getting your shirt. If we don't, if you're somebody that we know personally enough to where I'll see you in the next week or so, we'll give it to you then. But otherwise, you'll be getting it in the mail.
Also, if you can't support us financially on our Patreon, which includes freaking exclusive post-show episodes of the show, there's over a freaking
And
80,
nudes.
80. Well, we don't talk about that on the show.
Yeah, it's technically not
Yeah.
allowed on Patreon.
So that it's not
there is
there.
not nudity.
nudes. And only one of those words in that last sentence, you could cut that word out and
Yeah.
it would be a true sentence. I wonder what word that is. So that being said, if you can't support us financially, freaking like, subscribe, comment, anything always helps us. And yeah, back to the boys.
Back to the boys.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Speaking of Patreon,
Yeah.
we as Lost Mary
Oh.
decided that we're gonna do a Patreon as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Nice.
Oh, really?
It's
That's
really
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us
Yes.
about it.
Way
yeah.
better than yours.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, so this is why you come on the podcast is to plug stuff and whatnot. Yeah, we're providing you a platform. You're giving us your time.
Yeah,
We're happy to let you plug this. So tell us about what one can expect from the Lost Mary Patreon.
Luke,
So,
Behind the scenes content, perhaps. Yeah.
are
putting
together
a
Patreon
for
are
biggest
fans Yes.
Wow. Okay. So
Ouch,
as one of
okay.
your biggest fans, what
Yeah.
kind of benefits could I expect from signing up to be a patron?
Yeah.
You
Can
expect
to
see
behind
the
scenes
footage
of
are
studio
and
our.
our stuff.
We're just gonna have. What we're gonna do is
Yeah.
okay. So
Or can we expect such comedic stylings as what just happened
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
on
Patreon
the
as
Patreon.
well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
once, okay, this little back and forth thing. we
You know,
did it for
honestly,
like
you
an
probably
hour
should.
Straight.
You
Yeah,
probably
we did it for
sh-
hours straight.
I'm sure you said such great things as I went to the store and bought eggs. Wow, I can't believe we could do this for a whole hour. This is hilarious. How much did you have to drink at that point?
No, we were sober. It was in
Yeah,
the
very
morning.
sober.
Only
Nice.
could be sober for that. The amount
Yeah.
of gymnastics one has to do with one's mind to do
Mm.
that. It would just be.
Well,
be
we've
too
been
much.
around each other for so long that it's just our minds have
Oh, coalesced.
Melded.
melded.
Yeah.
not coalesced.
You're like the Bene
That means-
Gesserit. What, the coalesced is the same thing.
No. Oh, I'm thinking convalescent.
no. You're like the Bene Gesserit. You're accessing the group mind.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But on our Patreon page is we have unreleased demos.
Ooh, cool.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Because we have a lot
songs.
of like friends that will show some demos that we're working on.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, send that to me. I want to listen to that. Usually we do send it to them, but now,
you can get paid for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. Ironically, it might be that sounds like something that I would be, happy to give $5, which means, that
Oh,
like
it's-
the joke everybody says, it's the same $5 being passed around.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I know people who would be interested in such content. So
but
that's a-
there's a bunch of other stuff too. Like, you get access to songs before they're released. Like we're coming out with an EP later this April,
Our first single is coming out in April.
nice.
and so you can get access to like everything before it's released.
And is this Patreon currently accessible?
Yes.
No,
No.
I don't know.
Will it be accessible by Thursday when this goes out?
Oh,
Yes. No. End of the
Well,
month.
let me
Joel
text
said end of
Joel.
the month.
End of the month.
Yeah. So March.
Okay, so if our listeners remember in March that they want to sign up for the Patreon, what is the Patreon going to be called? Is it going to be Patreon / Lost Mary?
Lost Mary Boys.
Ooh, I have
Yeah, I
no
like that
idea.
one.
I do like that.
That's a good one.
How about this?
I expect $1 of your Patreon money every month for that.
yeah. This is for royalties.
Yeah.
How about this? Whenever it happens, freaking let us know. We'll talk about it on the show.
Nice.
We'll let
Yes,
other people
exactly.
know.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I assure you, you'll be making more money on Patreon in the first month than we've ever made on Patreon.
I
Agreed.
doubt
Yeah,
that.
you guys, you
I
got so
give you
much.
guys a lot of money.
You guys got so much charisma.
You got so much cred, so much
Yeah.
charisma. You've released full LPs of music.
yeah.
What have I ever done with my life? Ever once?
You made Dungeon Synth
Mm-hmm.
with
I
your
made-
leather.
I made one song during my lunch break.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, listen. You know what they said about Neil Gaiman? Every day he would write 5 minutes of Caroline. Spend 5 minutes a day writing Caroline, and look at him now. He writes
Which one's Caroline?
pretty okay fantasy still. Though
Yeah.
his best days are probably behind him, but still, hey, that could be you. You could be the guy that spent 5 minutes a day writing Dungeon Synth. And
Yep.
then look at you.
And I could be.
You're on Ellen. You're dancing with Ellen
I'm,
on
dancing- I'm
network
doing
television.
carnival karaoke.
Yes. With James Gordon.
With James Corden. Both retired daytime television people. The funny thing about Dungeon Synth as a genre is that based off of my estimation, it's one of the easiest genres to get published in because
Really?
it's such a niche within a niche that if you make it and you're a competent producer, which I am not, but potentially
Joel
one
is.
day, Joel is.
You guys put that thing together.
Yeah. But potentially one day, I could get picked up by a label because I've listened to a lot of the music that these labels are picking up and I'm saying,
Wait, so you didn't create this genre? It already
No,
exists.
no. It's a genre that already exists.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, the thing that we said earlier about DJ giving me the idea for the
Oh,
genre,
It was a lie.
that was a lie. I don't know if you guys picked that up in
I
the
didn't.
moment,
I think
didn't.
I think I did.
but DJ is actually a great baker. That was true.
That is 100%
that's-
true.
That was
That's
Yeah.
fake.
definitely accurate.
Fake.
You should try his.
And the coffee date, of course, is real.
Yes.
You guys do that every
Mhm.
week. Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
that actually sounds like it'd be really pleasant.
DJ doesn't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, maybe you could suck on a piece of steak or something. I don't know what the hell you're up to.
Some beef tallow.
Yeah.
I'll just get a spoonful of beef tallow.
Spoonful of beef tallow, like when I was
Yeah.
on keto, and I would just.
I think
take
we
a
need
spoonful
a. I
of
think we
peanut
need
butter
a
and just
new
eat
kind
that
of
for a meal.
slur for people that eat only meat and call them beef suckers.
Beef
Beef
sucker.
suckers.
Yeah.
You could be a beef sucker.
BS.
Oh, that stands for something way better.
Yeah. Way more interesting. than
Way
beef
more
sucker.
interesting than beef sucker.
Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
no, it's fun though. It's actually it's a cool genre with a really long history, but it's basically ambient medieval, and ambient music is the sort of thing where it's more about your vibe than it is your
That's really cool.
production skills and composition skills. So,
So what's
I
your
am. What's that?
What's your band name?
I have yet to develop a project. The thing about Dungeon Synth is that a vast majority of people who do it are 100% anonymous.
Wow.
It's a part of the mystique of the genre. So
Really?
if I do actually release music, even on a label, you probably won't hear about it unless I tell you directly.
Well, if there's the word goblin in your name, I think I'll pretty much know.
yeah,
who it
that's
is.
actually one thing that you'd assume would exist. I'm sure that there's somebody who's done it
No.
poorly, but no goblin synth yet.
Wow.
There's some-
Goblin core
there's some-
synth.
There's some pretty wild stuff. I saw some frog synth, some dino synth, where they use clips from the Lost World from like 1973. That album was not as good as I was led to believe. But I don't know, all sorts of stuff. It's actually a very cool and well developed genre. What?
Have you ever listened to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack with lo-fi?
Isn't like
Like lo-fi, it's called Lo-Fi Lord of the Rings soundtrack on YouTube.
I-
It's fantastic.
I can imagine
It's really good.
it sounds good.
It's
and I
great.
imagine it sounds very similar. I'm just gonna put
no,
that
no,
out there.
it's different.
Listen to him. Chad. He said that with passion in his voice. How
That's
could you
true.
disagree?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I listened to like 5 minutes of it. John was showing us the other day.
If I was, that sounds like something John would be really excited.
Not
about.
Shashka,
Oh.
Kern.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no last names. That's right.
no,
It's true,
you can
yeah.
give last names if you want. It's okay.
Mhm.
Half these people have been on the show. Kern has not, though.
Mhm.
Sorry, Kern. If you're gonna listen,
I
to
know
an
you're an
episode-
avid listener.
If you're gonna listen to an episode, it'll be this one. Luke, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Small talk with Shad.
Yes.
Tell us about
do
your.
do 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 do. Small talk with Shad.
This is a sequel to a podcast that definitely at one point existed.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite moment from the Monomaniacs Patreon as an avid Patreon listener and supporter?
Ooh. That's a good one.
It's probably, I don't know, coffee crumbs. Although we talked about that a little
Are we talking
earlier.
about this episode right now?
No, the
or
Patreon.
all?
Yeah, it's
oh,
every Patreon. Yeah.
Well, when Jake got naked that one time.
Oh,
It's true.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was X-rated.
Almost got us kicked off Patreon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
You
it
guys
was
blurred
so-
everything out.
But
Yeah.
it was so tasteful too. Like it was
That's
so
true.
artistic in the way he did it that I think
Yeah.
that really saved us there.
Yeah.
When you guys talked about dinosaurs for about an hour. That was a great episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have
That's
actually
when
been-
Dylan said his favorite dinosaur was like those little shitty ones that get stomped on.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call them the little shitty ones, but I mean, I think that they're in their own way are
yeah.
incredibly engaging, interesting, and fun.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna
wait,
say it,
stop.
fun.
We're going back to the 4th grade. DJ.
Yeah.
I guess I would call you David because we're in the 4th grade. You don't have a nickname
Yeah.
yet.
David,
David.
Mr.
Some call me
Johnson.
Davey.
Davy Johnson. What's your favorite dinosaur?
So I was heavily influenced by Land Before Time.
Okay.
As we all are.
Mhm.
Yeah. So a Brontosaurus then?
Whatever Spike was. You remember that one? He was like kind of autistic.
Stegosaurus?
I think he was he was kind of autistic. Yeah. He was more than autistic, I think. But yeah, he
Yeah.
was a Stegosaurus.
I like him and Petrie, who was the pterodactyl.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Petrie, yeah.
with
yeah.
the crazy voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was Petrie, there was
Gus
Spike.
Gus?
No.
Is that something?
There was Ducky,
Ducky.
Ducky. There we go.
Ducky.
and then
Chomper. The T-Rex.
The T-Rex.
Sarah. Oh, Chomper was pretty dope.
Yeah.
And there was Sarah the Why does he have a normal name? Yeah, there was Sarah the Triceratops, and then there was Littlefoot.
And
Littlefoot.
Yeah,
How do you guys remember this?
Because we're autistic.
yeah, because
We're all spiked.
you know Luke was on the show excuse me, not Luke. Luke was on the show. He just doesn't remember it. No, Jake was on the show last week, and he asked us the same thing. He was
Why
like,
do
"How
you
the hell do you guys remember all of this BS?" And we're like, I don't know. It's a sickness. It's called
Yeah.
monomania. There's a
Yeah.
reason the show's called that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but monomania means you're thinking about one thing.
Yeah, because that's how it is every week.
But you're thinking about everything.
Yeah,
but only one
that's-
thing at a time.
it's always one thing at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we just get
But that's
obsessed with one thing.
confusing.
But it's
You should call it
obsessive.
Alomaniac or something.
Yeah, that's
You know,
much
that really
clearer.
that rolls off the tongue, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. I can hear Joel yelling, "Oh, maniac!"
Right.
Ramp.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, you guys want to hear a real downer?
yeah.
No.
What's your favorite dinosaur, though?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite dinosaur.
Yeah. All we know is DJs, dude.
I like those ones. I don't really know the name of it because I wasn't that kind of kid. I was different kinds, but I was not that kind of kid.
He was Star Wars lore kid, not
yeah,
dinosaur
yeah.
lore kid.
The ones that are like Stegosauruses, but they don't have spikes. They've got the mace for a tail.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Spiky-tailed, yeah.
Yeah, what are they called again?
Oh,
Oh.
I also like the headbutting ones.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, the headbutting ones. Yes.
The headbutting ones. Yes, yes.
I always wondered because so many fossils now have been like shown to be just them throwing
Fake,
random
yeah.
BS together. I've always wondered how many of the ones that have cool superpowers are totally fake.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
yeah.
oh, this guy has a totally awesome mace for a tail, which is totally a good idea, and used
they
it
have
all
like
the time.
One ankle bone of this dinosaur.
Yeah.
and have artists drawing up the entire dinosaur.
Yeah. This is perfect for Saturday morning cartoons,
Mhm.
right? Or Land Before Time, I suppose.
Yeah. For
what about you,
me-
then?
For me,
Yeah, it's the small shitty ones who get stepped on.
yeah. It's the little tiny
Yeah.
ones that run around and like when they're in movies, like Land of Dinosaurs or whatever. Dinosaurs are running, and then all these little ones are going running around. They're like little tiny velociraptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm into.
Like in Jurassic Park, the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
one.
Second one.
The second one, the second
Those
one.
little
Okay,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, the little guys.
Yeah,
Or
good.
actually about the guy who like spits in Newman's face, you know?
Mm.
Oh,
In
yeah.
the first one, then I was
I love how
Oh,
you called him
that's-
Newman.
Yeah.
What about Luke though? We don't know Luke's.
Would Gigantopithecus count?
I-
Bigfoot?
Oh.
You know,
He's my favorite
I would call
dinosaur.
him prehistoric. I don't know if I call him dinosaur.
A dinosaur. I mean, dinosaurs probably lived 30,000 years ago. Those numbers are way off.
Dinosaurs probably lived yesterday. I saw a dinosaur yesterday. It was the last one.
It was a crocodile.
Yeah, that's true. We still
Yeah.
got dinosaurs running around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We got sharks as well. Those are
Mhm.
also basically dinosaurs. Why do you keep looking back?
Turtles.
I think someone's knocking on the door.
No, that's my feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Shad's
I
being
have a.
Shad's being really into Star Wars lore right now. And,
Yeah.
doing things like that. What? So Shad, you had a downer for us.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did. For Land Before Time, there is actually a very tragic story about Land Before Time. The girl who played Ducky was murdered
Wow.
by her father,
Wow.
Oh.
like 6 months after the movie came out.
Wow.
Why?
Should probably be like annoying and
Yeah.
shit, dude.
She's kind of a little
bitch.
That's terrible. Might be one of the worst things I've ever said on this podcast. Goodness.
Yeah. So
Yeah, tragic.
Mm.
Tragic.
yeah. So now for the next segment on the show, you guys know it. You guys love it.
Mhm.
It's called Spotlight on Luke. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Spotlight on Luke.
All right,
everybody.
Luke. What do you got for us this week on Spotlight on Luke?
Oh. Well, I found out
Mm.
that the Great Pyramids are actually power plants. Were power plants.
Okay, awesome. Using what? Geothermal, locational energies.
Rocks and sound.
Mm.
So they
Yeah.
Sonic energy.
Underneath these pyramids are like underground rivers,
okay.
and they
To
create
this
a
day?
certain. I think so.
I don't know. There was
So it
channels.
does it create? So it created resonance, and then
Yeah.
that would
then-
activate the sacred geometry and create power of some sort.
They were like
Oh.
channeled through a
Yeah.
system to like, I don't know, single out certain frequencies.
okay. So
Well,
then
I'm saying this like it's
well,
fact.
the,
I don't
the
actually know.
limestone.
So then,
on the inside of the pyramid because you
Yeah.
know there used to be an outer layer of limestone.
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
But the rocks on the inside were conductive, and the limestone that they used on the outside was non-conductive.
Okay.
So it was a
That's no
storage,
So
a battery.
they were batteries.
Yes, so batteries.
So what would they power?
Wi-Fi.
So they could like watch videos.
I mean, this is the whole
epic
thing with
fail
Tesla and
compilations.
everything, yeah.
Yeah. So they could make so the
Electricity was in
Yeah.
the air as opposed through wires now.
okay.
So like,
So the pharaoh was like, haha,
no, the
concubine, you gotta watch this video.
the pharaoh,
hilarious.
the pharaoh
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
there.
Okay.
So like the Egyptians found the Great Pyramids as well as the
Oh
Sphinx.
yes.
Of
And
course,
then,
of course, of course.
I mean, this is all fact. We all know this
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
I mean, they teach us in middle school. I mean, it's
Yeah.
common knowledge. At
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
point.
So they found the pyramids. So then who was it? Some like was it Jakarta? Was it the antediluvians? Like who was using the
Antediluvians.
antediluvians?
Antediluvians.
Antediluvians.
Before the flood.
Before the flood. Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah. So were they extraterrestrial in origin or
probably not. I
it
mean,
was just the world has been around for a really long time. We just live in the
Yes.
ruins of a far more advanced
Uh-huh.
civilization.
Yeah. Do you not understand this?
No,
Why are you asking
no,
questions?
he's merely reiterating the truth
I'm
to make sure.
reiterating what it is
Yeah.
that you're saying. So you're getting this from like Graham Hancock, or where are you getting this from?
Actually, just consulting my own brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're tapping into the world spirit.
Yeah, just like in Dune, where the
Yeah.
Ben
Yeah.
and Ferrets or whatever.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Ben Ferret.
Yeah.
the Ben folds fives.
Yeah.
Uh,
How about this, guys? Would you guys drink the freaking water of life, dude?
no, because
No.
I'm not the Quetzat Haderach.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
see, I don't think he is either.
I
think
would
he's
die.
a
No,
no,
fucking
he
antichrist.
totally
I think
is.
he's an antichrist.
Yeah, I know, but he
that's
is-
what the
he-
Quetzat Haderach is.
Yes,
dude.
the
Yeah.
Quetzat Haderach was genetically developed by the Bene Gesserit
Right.
to be a dictator monster. But the thing is what makes him maybe not quite the Quetzat Haderach is that he happened early, one generation early.
Right, right.
So he's
Whoa.
breaking convention. So he's not under the control of the Bene Gesserit.
Exactly. Unlike Fade Routha, who they spent much of the movie talking about how they could control and figured
That's
out a
true.
way to.
So here's the
And
thing.
Fade would have won.
Something that doesn't come up in the movies but is in the books is that the reason the Quetzat Haderach has his superpowers is because the brain is split in two, world consciousness, into a male half and a female half. And the female half is magical. And the only way that a man can become basically God in the universe, and, an incarnate God, is by accessing girl brain.
Mm.
And his superpower is he can become girl brain. And that's what happens
what
when he
about
drinks the water of life.
The like mentats, or what are they called?
Mentats, yeah,
Mentats,
they're
they're-
computers.
They're pretty much like a male version of Bene
Mm.
Gesserit's, kind of.
No, they're just so good at memorizing things that they're like a computer.
Okay, okay.
So when they're born, they're taken away if they're considered to have the gift, and then they're basically just taught how to do computation with a human
I see,
brain.
okay.
And then of course they're enhanced with spice and
Right.
various other substances to make them better at it.
It's true. Yeah.
But they do. That's why in the movie when Thufir Hawa and the first one's thinking, his eyes go back in his
yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah.
It's because he's using memory powers.
Ah.
Do you know why they don't have computers?
Because it's in their brain.
Well, there's
Yeah.
something about like
Well, there's a
10,000
reason.
years
There's a reason.
prior, they had like a jihad against AI, pretty
Yes.
much.
AI had a jihad against us. What do you think, Alan, dude?
Oh.
What
No,
do you think,
so
brother?
the funny thing is the reason why that humanity destroyed all the computers, it's because a computer. And this is no joke. This is in not Brian Herbert's BS books, but it's in the original Dune compendium. A computer gave somebody an abortion without their consent,
Really?
and then they were like, "It's time to end computers. Computers are
Wow.
over."
Based as hell,
I
dude.
know, right? Yeah.
do you think Elon Musk's read these books?
Elon Musk.
I bet you Elon
Yes.
Musk did read them and did not understand them.
I think he thinks Paul Atreides is a good guy.
I think he probably does.
Honestly, though, I would not be surprised if he was on Twitter this last week and he made a take like that and said Paul Atreides is the good guy. Yeah. Though they made it very clear in the movie in part 2 that he is not a good guy.
Well-
like they really laid it on. Like, guys, just to be clear, this is not about a good guy. The book is not quite as direct.
Oh,
but-
I think in the movie they didn't make it as clear as they could have maybe,
True.
because just like the power he has over people, like once he starts really getting that pride up after he's drinking the juice.
The Jews.
Yeah.
Best mixed with the gin, of course. The
he,
gin and juice.
like you kind of, if you want to like root for him, it's kind of like this powerful, like hell yeah, like,
yeah.
do it, bro. But
Slay Queen.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little let down of how the movie portrayed Fade.
Ralpha.
Yeah, because it's like he just kind of showed up. He's like this crazy psychopath fighter guy, and then he's done. I was like, man, I don't know. In the books, is he like all
Yeah,
throughout?
as basically no. Well, I mean, he's there's more of him in the book.
Okay.
Like he shows up where part 1 would have happened.
Okay.
Because like before, like he is introduced the same way at his birthday. I think he's introduced that.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot more scenes of him before he gets in charge of Arrakis, which I don't even know if he gets.
He
Arrakis.
does.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same kind of thing. Yeah.
But like, him and his father or his uncle have a lot more of these back and forth
Okay.
kind of duels of the mind,
Hmm.
where he gets punished and he tries to kill Harkonnen, and Harkonnen
and,
figures it
and,
out.
and I think that the Harkonnen stuff is really the thing that's the most let down by the fact that it's a PG-13 film. I feel like you could extend their Harkonnen stuff to make it a lot more visceral. And we know Denis can do that because of Blade Runner 2049.
yeah.
Oh, did he direct that?
Yes.
Yes.
He had directed he directed that. He directed Arrival.
I never saw that.
He directed Sicario. I don't know if you've
I
seen
didn't see that. No, but I know that.
Enemy, Prisoners. It's all good stuff. All
really
hitters.
He's amazing. But
He's great.
yeah, they do slightly insinuate a little heavier in this one that Baron Harkonnen is a pedophile.
Yeah.
Which in the book he is
Is definitely
a
a pedophile.
pedophile.
Yeah. And that's the reason why it's an embarrassment that he had a daughter, because he wasn't supposed to be out having sex with women.
Yes.
He's into little boys.
Yes.
That's a whole thing.
There's a scene in the book where Fade Ralpha says, "Uncle, why didn't you just marry for politics?" And he says, "You know my tastes," which means he's so dedicated to the lifestyle that he refuses to even politically marry somebody.
Wow.
Which
That's so dark.
So I was
That's
kind of
commitment.
confused in the movie. Was Jessica his daughter,
Yes.
or okay,
Jessica is his illegitimate child.
through like another Bene Gesserit?
Yeah,
Could be.
No,
I don't
just
know.
some
I don't.
random-
I think so. In the
Yeah.
book, I think it's established that he gets seduced by a Bene Gesserit, but
And who is it, in that series?
I feel like everybody does at some point. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Luke, tell us about your favorite scene in Dune 2.
Oh. When they were riding the worm things.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah,
That
dude.
is
Shai
cool.
Halud. Yeah.
I will say I'm not like a soy boy or whatever, but when those three worms were cruising towards the Sadakar, through the crater, I had a little bit of a smile on my face. I was like, "Oh, yeah,
That was a fantastic.
it
scene.
happened."
When
They
the
did it.
movie when the movie started and the who controls the world controls the spice, I was
Oh.
like, yes, we're back, baby,
It's
back on Arrakis.
It's happening.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah,
I really like that like throat singing.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's so sick.
There was a lot more of that in the first movie
Mhm.
than there was.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Sardaukar.
we probably have another 3 to 4 years before the next movie comes out.
Yeah, they haven't even finished the script yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Ooh.
the part 1, part 2, the movies.
Mhm.
Is that
That's
the
all
first
of
book?
Dune book. The book Dune. That's
Okay.
all the book Dune for
Mhm.
for those watching Dune. And then the next movie is just going to be Dune Messiah,
Okay.
which is the third book.
Mhm.
The third book.
The second book,
Oh, second
The
book.
second book
third
is just
movie.
gonna be
Okay, okay.
because it's like half the size of Dune.
Mhm.
It concludes the Paul Atreides arc.
Mhm.
So
Gets that all straightened out.
gets that all straightened out.
And then, there'll be like television spin-offs and they'll do a reboot.
No, they're already working
and
on the
it's-
HBO show.
Are you
There's
serious?
a Bene Gesserit HBO show. Or at least there was last time I
Yeah,
checked. I don't know if
uh,
that's still
It
happening.
may not have, but it might have
But-
been revitalized because of how successful this movie's been.
Dude, they're gonna give it the Star Wars treatment. It's gonna suck.
It's
Yeah.
gonna suck, dude.
Just
So
like
damn.
just like Brian Herbert, the son of Frank Herbert, did to his father's work. His father dies, and he writes like 8 more books in the series, and they're all trash.
So what books did Frank Herbert write?
He wrote Dune, Dune Messiah,
Children of Dune.
Children of Dune, God Emperor of Dune. Heretics of Dune, which I have a copy of Heretics of Dune.
Which is a weird one to have when you
and
don't
then this
have
is-
most of the other
yeah.
ones.
I have Dreamer of Dune, which is the biography of Frank Herbert, written by his son and famous hack Brian Herbert.
Are you willing to say that on the internet?
Oh yeah, 100%. Scumbag, Brian Herbert.
Got his ass, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, how much time we got left? I think we might have gone over.
Yeah, I think we might have gone over it. Let
Yeah.
me go check.
If we
Nothing
keep going,
editing you can't fix.
yeah. If we keep going, Luke's gonna fall asleep.
No, I am a little tired, but
He's gonna check out.
I am not checking out.
We good? All right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in the Patreon. We're gonna take
off
Luke.
our shirts.
We're gonna take off Luke's shirt. We're gonna pin him to the ground, and we're gonna force feed him nicotine until he ODs, and then we're gonna record from the hospital. So if you want to see us in Hillsdale Hospital, stay tuned, baby.